the Culinary Arts Association of Moldova, the Mongolian Cooks Association, the Chefs Association of Montenegro, the Culinary Federation of Serbia, Vanuatu Chefs and Food Handlers Association, Venezuela, the Chefs Society of Venezuela, the Vietnamese Association, Saigon Professional Chefs Club, we have 2 additional countries who are not here, and that is the country of Nepal, who have been accepted into the association, but they've had some political problems in Nepal, so they were not able to come. And we also have from Colombia, Bogota, Colombia, they were not able to attend. So that our family has grown, and we want to give them a warm round of applause. Yeah, standing ovation, that's even better. Stand up. We are accepting, this is the Professional Association of Chefs around the world, and we are a family. We'll get the certificates later. Okay? I'll give you the certificate. You can go back. Did you get the pictures? Yes. Okay. How about that for growth? Huh? Is that good? Are we winners? It happens. Success does not happen. It only comes through hard work. And for us to demonstrate to the world that we are the Chefs Association, which represents all of the chefs of the world. And we have expanded more than ever before. This is the largest number of new countries to come in to the world of chef societies. It wasn't easy. Our regional directors worked very hard to organize and professionalize these individuals so they could join our culinary family. At this time, I would like us to bow our heads to have a silent moment of silence for our leaders who have passed, and recently a past president, Mr. Fasseth from Austria, passed, and so we have a little silence for those members who have led this organization who are no longer with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now pleased to present you with my last progress report. And it's clearly not my report. It's a report of all the things that were done by the board and by many other people. So I want to stress that. I want to be sure you understand. I also need to say something here. Bylaws are always a very painful thing to go through. But I think this body needs to understand it's so easy to table something. It's so easy to say, let the next presidium take care of it, because this was probably the single most and biggest problem of WACS in its history. One presidium has 4 years. Let the next presidium take care of it. And this is how things do not get done. And I think you need to understand that in the future, as this organization grows, you cannot hold yourself hostage to a 2 or 4 year wait. We need to move ahead. We need to be able to react quickly under the current circumstances. If a change on the outside would dictate a change by us, we have to wait at least 2 years to effect a major change. That is not, in today's age of electronic communication and instant messaging, this is not really very advantageous. So that's just something to keep in mind for the future. Now, I very specifically say here, this is a 4-year report on what we promised you. 4 years ago, I stood up here, and on behalf of the Presidium and the Board, I made promises. Now, you know, you clearly know the politicians. Politicians, they make promises. Yes? No, I'm wired. Okay. Politicians make promises, but they never go back to what they said. This is not the case here. I'm going to show you what we promised, and I'm going to show you whether or not we delivered on it. Like many of you, on your individual organization, in your individual country, you dedicate an awful lot of work to our profession. There's no question in my mind. And so does everybody here at this table, and so have I as well. And I just took time to count this up for a minute, and I found myself having visited over 27 countries, and I spent about 200 days on mostly traveling and WACS business. 200 days. Now, can we afford to do that in the future? Can we be in a position where we no longer or not have an office, not have staff, where this board has to do everything from mailing to phone calls to everything, record keeping? Can we afford to do that? I maintain no, because if we want to grow, we are going to have to make some commitments. So again, there's some extraordinary commitments that have been made by you and by many other people, and by the team. And the team includes you. The team includes the Presidium, which of course is Ed Leonard, who is the Vice President, Ed Brown, who is the General Secretary, Norbert Schmidiger, who is the Treasurer, and of course the Honorary President, Billy Gallagher, and Sigi Schaber, the Ambassador. We have the Continental Directors, starting with Srećko Koglić, who is taking care of Europe South, and Jorge Monte for the Americas, and John Sloan for Asia, Reinhold Metz for Europe Central, Giso Gudmundsson for Europe North, Arnold Tanzer for Africa, and Glenn Austin for Pacific Rim. And we have the committees that have done a tremendous amount of work. And they have shown, as have these gentlemen, great passion, great dedication, and commitment. And I believe that's the hallmark of this team, and I'm very proud of all those that have contributed. So again, publicly, I thank all of you for having been part of my team. Thank you. We also have a number of important committees. Now, the Culinary Committee has been around for years, and for good reason, because part of what we do and do very well is to run culinary shows and to help guide them and assist our members to have successful shows. We have the Bylaws Committee that John Sloan is heading up. The Culinary Committee is headed up by Raymond Pitts. Some very dynamic people on this group. They take a lot of heat, believe me, because everybody has their own idea how to run a culinary show. But we're getting there. We're getting there, and we're making progress. The Finance Committee, chaired by Norbert Schmidiger, and with the auditors that will give a report a little bit later.